Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Lucky 56.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Now let's go.
Play action. It's Darnold. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want none.
On second down, here's Fournette. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Let's go. White 90.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They go play action. Kaiser. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Flushed out right. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second-guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep the... Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Returnable here from the 38. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Let's go!
1st down, Kaiser. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's go! 1, 9!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Ohio! Ohio!
On 3rd down, It's Hines. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going. They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field. Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for the Titans. 47 yards.
Watch him now, Barney.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty. And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half. So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Tack McKinley in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone. Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one. Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right? Not one that I've ever met. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lewis. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 1, 9.
From the gun, Kaiser. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Flex round. Ohio.
Kaiser now. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Third and long for Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Titan football. Out come the Titans now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Hot! Hot!
Off of play action, Darnold. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Here's a give to Fournette. Room here to run. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. It looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Fournette. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They come out here in the eye.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Over!
He's going to get it running right. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on fourth down, may as well make them punt it. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
So out come the Falcons now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. Well, we can get to the third quarter now. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Throw left side complete to QT. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go!
They run with Hines. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. The Falcons on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. Their defense did its